Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of our Minecraft 1.14 Let's Play. Hope you guys are all doing well today. I'm doing fantastic. Today is episode 66. I almost forgot it. But I've got an awesome episode planned for you guys. But before we get into the video, let's go ahead and do the question of the day. So you're allowed to change one existing dimension, either the end or the nether, and make it whatever you want. It still has to be the nether or the end though. So you can add biomes, bosses, structures. What do you change and why? Personally, I think the nether needs a massive overhaul, so I would do a lot there first. But hey, you know, that's me. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you enjoy this series and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications when the videos come out. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so to start today's episode off, as you can see, all of our items are gone. I did a lot of work before this episode started to get everything in here and sorted. Now, this is not even close to a final sorting anything or anything like this. This is temporary storage that's just sorted. This isn't like a part of the base or anything. So everything is sorted, and we have a lot of blocks, guys. Lots and lots of cobblestone. Pretty much everything you could imagine there. So the reason for that is because now I want to start terraforming. That is the big project for today. By the way, thank you guys for all of your feedback, and a lot of you were like, Jevin, do time lapses. You really like those, so I'm going to continue to do the time lapses. So let's talk the project of terraforming. How am I going to do this? Well, first and foremost, the idea for this project on the outside was to sort of see the flatland over there, to kind of have a few blocks pushed back all the way around. So in areas like this right here, I'm going to terraform it to where the land comes like this way. Over here, I'm going to completely tear this mountain down and then terraform it to where the mountain shapes around and comes like this way maybe. So I'm going to kind of push back all the vegetation a little bit more. I'm going to tear the land back just a little bit more, and then I'm going to start building it backwards and kind of trying to shape it back up to where it's at. It's going to take a lot of work to get this done, but I'm going to make a bunch of shears and tear some trees down, and it's going to be awesome. By the way, you guys said that you loved the kind of pebbly look from the insides of this. Like, you like the bone meal and the kind of broken stone look, which, you know, I think that can work out in the future. I was thinking for block pallets inside of there for like those broken areas, we'll use gravel, cobblestone, and if we use stone, we'll just use a little bit of cracked stone. You know what, maybe even not even cobblestone, maybe we'll just use these ones like this. And so the idea would be kind of cool. What if we had like kind of like a little bit of a pathway, like where this went this way, kind of same like how we did the walls. That could work out really well. But before we can do any of that, I really need to get this terraforming done, because it's going to be a pretty big project. So I'm going to start working on that. Enjoy the time lapse, guys. All right, guys. So big work has been finished. Oh my God. So I had to dig this mountain back about another 10 blocks. We had it to about right here somewhere. So about 7 more blocks total back. Completely got rid of all the land over here as well. Then went back through and put grass in. Oh my God, the ghost blocks are so bad right now, guys. So here's the game plan, right? Here's how I want to handle the terraforming. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a border off of existing blocks, right? So we have some existing land over here, and that's what we are going to use to sort of determine how this mountain is going to be curved. So starting right here, I'm going to kind of build what I think would look like a natural curve to the mountain here. Something like that. And then from there, we can sort of decide how we want this to look. So most of the time, I'm going to go with a block like this, right? Where it's kind of one over the top, like that right there. And then, so this right here. There we go. So something like that, right? And then we'll do the same as we go up. Now we don't really need to fill in the center if we don't want to. That's, you know, sort of our decision. So something like that, right? But we need to make it to where this all kind of blends together. But I really didn't need to do this much work over here, but I think it's going to be necessary. So to get started with this, let's kind of go forward a little bit to about right there. And then start to curve that, and then we'll bring the front of this over and then bring that over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just placing blocks down, and obviously this is not going to be a perfect match to the curve, and I don't want it to be a perfect match to the curve either. I want it to look more natural than anything. So I'm just going to sort of work my way over, and we're going to make probably some sort of artificial mountain here like this. So it's not bad. Definitely can use some work. Let's see. It actually isn't too bad at all. Okay, so then bring that about right there. All right, so we've got sort of a natural look to that side now. So what I want to do from there is start building this up like we had already talked about. The problem that we're going to run into is the side of the mountain over there. So I think what we're most likely going to have to do is make some pretty tall cliffs here, right? Now, I might leave this all dirt, but I'm not sure yet. So a lot of times when you, let me see if I can find one around here. Naturally, there wouldn't be a single tall mountain over here. This is what I'm looking for. Stuff like this. You see how it goes up a few blocks? That's what we're trying to mimic. So I may have to go grab some stone to make this look a little bit more natural. But what I think I want to do, let me see if I have any stone over here real fast. It's probably all cobblestone. No. Okay, so I'll have to grab stone, but I have a little bit in my inventory. So I do want to keep it kind of a natural cliff face because I think that would look pretty freaking cool. But coming up, we'll do like one that comes up like right there, and then we'll do another one here, but that one won't go as high. Then we'll bring another one down just like this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the front of this face up, and then from the back side, the back will be pretty easy because all we have to really do is just kind of remove these and then kind of fill the grass in. And we'll put torches inside of here so nothing can spawn in here. Okay, guys, first time building a mountain. How did I do? I decided to have part of the wall come down, and there's still some spots that need filled in up there. That was just where gravel was. So I decided to have it come down, and then I was kind of looking at other parts where there was like big rock faces, and they have like these little dirt places. So if you come up here, it's not finished yet. I just terraformed the front of it. Now, one thing that we need to do is we need to go into our chests down here. So go ahead and sue me, because I had to just lump everything in. It was so bad. Do I have any more? Okay, grab some more of those. I just got back from going to our other base. That nether portal is like the most convenient thing on the planet, by the way. So I was thinking, I'm not really sure how to grow these trees. I'm gonna give it a shot though. So I want to grow a tree right there, but I want it to be that small tree. So it doesn't look like you can do it with one block. Let's see if we can do it with like 2 blocks above. Now, the thing that I'm afraid of is going to happen today is that I have already spent like a ton of time on this episode. I feel like we're not going to make too much progress. Makes me sad. Man, that's a tough one to grow. Is it? Let's try 3 real fast. I have never grown one of those small trees, so I'm not really sure like what the properties are to grow it. All right, let's try this one. See if that'll work. Apparently not. Okay, so there's probably a special way to grow those. But before we do anything else, I want to go around. Dude, I cannot get trees to grow today. Oh my god, we finally got one. All right, I don't want to do it too much though. We really need some of the smaller trees. I'm just not sure. Are those even possible to grow? They may not be possible. There we go. So that's that adds a little bit into it. So until we can get those small trees growing, I'm just gonna try to fill this in as much as I can. Now the game plan was to put a lot of bone meal in on the top portions. We had talked about possibly doing that ruined pathway. I don't know if that's gonna fit, but what I do think that I want to try to do like down here is, you know how we were saying we were going to go through, let's just focus on this one quadrant. Break some more bone meal down real fast. So we'll focus on this one. I just want to go through lightly, get rid of some stuff here. I actually think that that looks really good. I really like that kind of sparse bone meal look. Let's do it on this quadrant too, just to see what it kind of looks like again. And I'll do it downstairs, one level 2. Remember, let's go ahead and get rid of all the tall ones first. Get rid of all those. There we go. Kind of break some of these. And then let's fly and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, I definitely like that look a lot. It finally gives some kind of texture around this. So let's go ahead, bone meal all this, and I still want to put those pathways in. If anything, I have got a lot of leaves from collecting them. I could just simply make my own trees. That would take kind of a long time to place down though. All right, so let me do the bottom quadrant too, just to see what it kind of looks like. Get some of this. I love bone meal. Bone meal is probably like my favorite thing ever. There we go. All right, so got rid of those. Get rid of some more. Okay, I really do think that that grass look is gonna do well. I think I like it. I think that's what we're gonna go with. I may still end up doing the ruined pathway, but I want to work on this some more. I think I'm just gonna start putting leaves in myself, honestly. It's so dense, like we could probably just fill it in and it would be fine. All right, guys, I hope you like terraforming, because that's all today's episode is gonna be. There's a desert over there. I'm gonna go check this out real fast. I didn't know that we had a desert. I think I've got my render distance on like, yeah, 64 jumps. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to have pathways Okay, don't act like you don't see that. I wanted to have pathways through here, but after kind of looking at what we've got, it's kind of like this hidden kind of Mayan oasis, right? So let's talk what I have done. So obviously I went through and put all of the grass in and then kind of depleted it a little bit. I also put trees in, and then around those trees I gotta work on over here still a little bit. Over here we have some trees, and then I put more of the leaves in. So one thing that I need to go back through after this is I want to get some bamboo and sprinkle the bamboo in just a little bit through here. Next big project that we need to do in this area is lighting. I'll probably hide leave lighting throughout, but the next part of this is going to be base building, and like I said, I want it to be kind of like tunnely-ish, to where we go into the base and we have to walk through certain tunnels to get to areas in the base, like a true kind of temple. That'll be very, very awesome. I've got oh, kitties just spawned over there. I've got really, really big ambitions for this base, and just getting to this part was a huge thing. We made a mountain. We've dug out probably over 50k blocks so far. And I'm super proud of the way that this is looking, so I really, really like it. I do want your feedback on everything that we have done up to this point. So I do like what I was thinking, right? For some of the base on the outside, like in the corners over here, I was thinking about maybe putting like an entrance in and then having animal farms. So like a cow farm here, chicken farm there, sheep, whatever. Sorry, pigs. But I think that's going to be kind of like a cool outside project. We could even use the bottom layers as farms, possibly. All right, guys, so I know we didn't get a lot done today. I mean, we did, but we didn't. But this was something that took me, with recording time, let's see, I started this episode at about 3 a.m. It's been about 6 hours total time working on this. Now, an episode does take that long normally, but this was like purely terraforming. And I'm not the greatest at terraforming, but I feel pretty proud of my half mountain that I built. So I finally feel like the outside of this base is finally complete, so we can finally start working on all the cool little features on the interior now. I want to do like ornamental blocks all through it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. This is iJevin. Peace out.